Hey everyone, Sheila here from Lifewithpets. So if you remember a while back we said that we were going to be setting up a new tank for some betta fish, and we have finally got round to doing this project. So this is a really simple betta fish planted tank setup, and I'm going to show you sort of step by step what we did and take you through that process. As you can see here, we did already have a tank that was being used, and so we decided to take everything out of it because we wanted to add in new substrate. You can see we made a terrible mess in the tank. We didn't have that many fish in the tank, so it didn't take us too long to take the fish out, take the shrimp out. We had a few snails in there, and obviously we needed to get them out as well. And then we just went ahead and sucked all the sand out, and the tank was then clean and ready to go. We did decide to set it up as a divided tank using our tank dividers. For those of you that don't know, we do actually sell betta fish tank dividers along with a lot of other fish items as well, and I will leave a link in the description box below to our website if you want to take a look. This tank is a 20-gallon long, so these dividers are for a 20-gallon long, and this time we decided to go with no holes dividers, and we're going to be putting in 3 male betta fish into this tank. So with these dividers, they should go in fairly easily, and then they do have adjustable sidebars on them that you can then sort of push those out so that they then fit with the side of the glass. You can also pull them up so that they're a good fit under the rim of the tank. Once we'd got them into the tank, we then obviously just measured to make sure that we'd got them in equally, and that was basically them done. We did need to add the clips onto the top, which they fasten onto the rim of the tank, and that just gives added security as well. We do make the tank dividers with and without holes, and we do them for the 20-gallon long, 20-gallon tall, and also most makes of 10-gallon tanks. All details are on our website. So the substrate that we decided to use was fluval stratum, and as many of you know, this is our favourite substrate. I particularly like it when using it for planted tanks because the plants do tend to do very well, and you don't then need to add root tabs for about 3 to 4 months, which I really like. If you do have a substrate that is not specifically for plants, then ideally you should use root tabs to feed the plants, otherwise they don't tend to do very well. The light on the tank is just a basic LED light, and I will again leave links to as much as I can in the description box below. So to fill the tank back up, we added prime to make sure that the water was safe in the tank, and then we just have a pump in a bucket that then pumps the water into the tank. So you can see when we were filling up the tank that again we made quite the mess in doing it, but it did actually clear fairly quickly. So for filtration we're going to be using 3 sponge filters, so we need to set up the air pump and all the tubing. We're going to be using a 3-way valve system and obviously 3 check valves, and again you can actually get all this on our website. We do sell a complete kit for the 10-gallon, and we've also been testing out a new air pump to also add to that kit as well. So we do always get a lot of questions on how to put multiple sponge filters onto one air pump, and so I am going to show you that process. All you will do is attach the tubing to the sponge filter, and then the other end of it goes into the check valve. You're then going to add just another small piece of tubing, and then that's going to then attach to your lever, which you will then be able to control the flow in each of the sections. So it really is very simple to do. The one thing that you do need to make sure that you do use, and that is that red check valve, because that will then stop the water back siphoning into your air pump should the power go off. Like I said, we are in the process of testing a new air pump, and I have to say I absolutely love this one. So I do think in the future, once we're done with our testing, that we probably will be changing out the one that we have been using for this new one. So that is the system, and then all you will do is you can see there that when we change the levers that the flow on the sponge filters change as well. So if we just turn them all off, then you can see they're now all off, and then you then just turn it on, and you can turn it on to different degrees to get a different flow in each of the sections. So that is the beauty of actually using a sponge filter system like this. So here is the completed setup, and we are very, very happy with how it looks. Each betta fish is going to have about 6 gallons, 6.5 gallons each, and we've kept the planting very, very simple. All we've used are moss balls, Anubias and Crypt Wentis, and these were all plants that we already had. On this one we've used some wood, and then we've done Anubias. We have done an opened up moss ball and put it onto the wood, and on the final one we have done the Crypt Wenti again and a coconut hide. And as you can see, Belfin is so desperate for some camera time. I will do a video on him soon because everyone keeps asking about him, so I will get to doing that. You could see from the front side of the tank, you couldn't really see the sponge filters. This is the back side, and as you can see, they're all running really well. The lid on this tank, we have used just our acrylic ones that we make, and then we drilled in some feeding holes into each section so that it makes it easy to actually feed them. So I'm sure you've noticed that we did not use a heater in this tank, and that is simply because we do not need one. We live somewhere where it's very hot and we can hold a very warm, stable temperature. The tank is already cycled because we did use pre-cycled sponge filters, so we are able to add betta fish straight away. Leo is going to be going into this tank, our Dumbo betta. We have moved our betta fish around quite a bit, and I will do an updated video of sort of where all our fish are once we have everything in place. Alright guys, thanks for watching. If you're not subscribed and would like to see more videos like this, then go ahead and do so, and we will see you next time.